Hey everybody, it's Coach.
And Mrs. Coach.
This is CoachCastTV, and today we get to go back to a group that we did not even know how to say their name,
Yes.
and some things never change. But one of our viewers said that they saw that they go by their initials, which is Dana, D-A-N-A.
Okay.
And this one is called... Look, I'm taking a stab at this one. Vertige d'une Descendance. Which, I don't speak French, in case you hadn't guessed. But I translated it here, and it says the vertigo of a descendant. And this, by the way, it's a Buy Me a Coffee request, which you can do that if you'd like at buymeacoffee.com
Yep.
/CoachCastTV. But I wanted to read just a note that I got from the requester. It says, the band and I both really appreciate your thoughts on the prior reaction, and that you both kept an open mind towards the genre you're probably not super familiar with. Yeah, we're not. And yes, we try. We really do try to keep an open mind. And by the way, it was super nice of the band to drop by our comment section and make a comment. We really appreciate that, and I hope you guys are killing it with this new album, by the way. It also says if you'd be willing to react to a second video from the album, and this video I'm suggesting actually has the vocals a bit more in the forefront of the mix as well, which is
Good.
fantastic.
Okay.
And they also said there is some mild but tasteful nudity toward the end of the video. And I completely understand if you need to censor it, that's not a problem. And I replied back, I don't censor stuffs.
But YouTube may make you censor stuff.
Well, here's the thing. If this is already on YouTube uncensored, I'm airing it uncensored.
Okay.
And because I don't censor art.
No.
And
we come into this world naked, hey.
And we run around the house naked. Oh, wait, that's not. Are we supposed to say that? Anyway, there is nothing wrong with a good bit of nudity. It's natural, right? It is natural. And we're not uptight. We're not that group of Americans here. So anyway, we will be happy to watch this video and listen to this song. And I got to say one more thing. When we reacted to this one, after the day that I edited this, I could not get that first song out of my head. It stuck in my head. And that's a sign of a well-done song.
It's that tribal feel is it's amazing. I've always been fascinated with other cultures.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting to delve in, and I love to try to dissect the human mind.
Yeah.
Not literally.
I was going to say, I better sleep with one eye open. Anyway, you have been warned, so if nudity's not your thing, you might want to sit it out. Otherwise, we'll see you on the other side of the break coming up next. All right, here we go. before we get into lyrics, we've been going almost 3 minutes before we had lyrics, and you can get carried away.
Her vocals have an entrancing ability to them. And just the music alone, it's got that just, it almost envelops you and wraps you, and you can just start saying it. It's almost like a snake charmer, music-wise, or, tribal. But it is, I kind of like that. I do.
Mm-hmm. I have to tell you a couple things here. First of all, the contrast between those two voices is stark.
Yes.
It's a shock to the system almost when one comes in after hearing the other. They're so dramatically different. And second of all, his voice is crazy. I mean that in a good way, but that's crazy. I don't know how a person sings like that.
It's very amazing, like you said, the contrast, because her voice is so just haunting, kind of entrancing, and his is just so bold and powerful and kind of dark.
Yeah.
That, they offset each other to where you can say, oh, I see how that works, because there's always a light and dark side to everything in life.
Well, and I agree with you. Her voice is absolutely beautiful. It's haunting. It really has this quality that just carries you somewhere. And I assume that he's developed this technique, sort of like, when we listen to Ginger and some of the others, that they can sing that way. I assume that's not his normal voice. Can you imagine going through a drive-thru and doing that?
The demon has arisen.
Yeah.
He wants a McDonald's hamburger.
Actually, I think the dude should record going through a drive-thru and ordering McDonald's that way or something.
But the one thing that really fascinates me about this is the scenery behind the song. Because the scenery is like watching a full-blown music. A
movie.
video.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree that they have done a nice job with cinematography in both of the ones that we've watched. Whew, like I said, that's a contrast.
I think the way they've done this video is very well done. And I think that they have done, when they said that there was some minor nudity in this, they've done it very tastefully. It's not, over the top or crazy. I mean, the human body is the human body.
Yeah, that's a human body.
You can't deny that. So
No.
I think, their ability to keep their culture alive and their artistic ability is really tastefully done. And I don't think that you have a right to judge because you don't know people don't know their culture. I know, but there will be people who will judge and everything. It's culture and everything.
Yeah.
Just because, you may not like it. It's what they are portraying.
I like it. I'm just saying I like it. I don't have any problem with it. And, I mean, look, if you have a problem with it, you got problems. Is all I'm saying. You're
a human being. You got to look in the mirror. You look at yourself. Hey.
No, I like it. And look, by the way, I should probably mention this now. If for some reason YouTube does require us to put an overlay on this video, we will do that to post it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do it though, unless we have to get the video to post. But if we do have to do that, we put the unaltered versions on our Patreon, and that's patreon.com/CoachCastTV. And I just wanted you guys to know that. Here we go. Okay. was that was the little lizards.
Yeah, they were holding the little lizards that turned into gold, like sheets or something.
That was interesting.
I'm wondering if they were paying tribute to like Mother Earth because, you know, she sat down and then she was pregnant and we all come from the earth, you know.
Actually, I got that vibe that perhaps that was like an ancestor.
Yeah, protecting.
And maybe that little bit of gold that they were giving back was like an homage to who came before. I don't know for sure. What I do know is if all of the lizards here in Florida would turn into gold foil, I could buy YouTube.
We got a lot of
It is true. Look, they create art, man. I don't care what you say. These folks create art.
Well, it's art along with heritage. I love how they incorporate both of them. You may not resonate with, you know, kind the different tones and some of their artistic ability, but you have to give them the recognition that they are promoting their art and along with their heritage, because I think that people's heritages are going, in some cultures they're going away because the younger generations are not taught. They're inundated with all this other stuff that they're not taught the heritage.
Well, yeah, but I just think that even like, I'll give you an example. There was nothing what I would call complex about this video, but it was exceptionally well done. It was just whatever budget that they're working with, they're doing a heck of a job.
The vocals in this and the music is just, it's so entrancing.
Yeah, I would strongly implore this group if they would and maybe they already have one that we just don't know about, let this lady sing one on her own. I would love to hear that.
She's got a beautiful
I
voice.
really would. I would love to hear her sing and be more prominent. And I agree that the vocals were a little more prominent in this one and not as buried into layers. But I do also realize that's a stylistic choice, and certainly the music's very hypnotic. And I think that they should be given credit for being, really creative artists. I just think they do deserve that credit.
Well, I like this song, and the video was really tastefully done.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yes.
So, well, anyway, thanks for the suggestion. I'm losing my voice.
You're all choked up.
I am choked up thinking about all those lizards. Anyway, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for the suggestion. We appreciate you watching, and we encourage you to go over to their official channel. We'll link, of course, the video. Make sure to go over to their channel, watch this in full screen because it deserves it, and support them. Subscribe to their channel, throw a thumbs up, leave them comments, do all that you can to help the algorithm, and hopefully those folks in the band will see our reaction and come back over and say hello to us as well. So throw a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed.
And ring that bell.
And we'll see you next time on CoachCast TV.